Final Fantasy VII. Makes sense to make a fighting game based on it, right? Considering how much it sold. Well, that's not really what this is, but it does feature Final Fantasy VII characters. So, considering I've just finished the Final Fantasy VII, let's give this a shot. I have actually played this before, but I've never really gotten into it. There's a quest mode and some other mini games, but we're just going to go straight into the arcade mode because that's pretty much the only way to play as the Final Fantasy VII characters. And you actually do get quite a decent selection of Final Fantasy VII characters in this as well. So let's go into arcade mode. So you get a choice of all these other guys as well. So this isn't really a Final Fantasy VII fighting game. It's just a fighting game that has FF7 characters in it basically. So obviously you've got Cloud, you got Tifa, you got Sephiroth, you got Yuffie, Vincent, Zack, and that's it. So that's quite a decent selection really. You would think that they would only put one or two characters in, but they actually put a fair few of them in there, especially the hidden characters as well. So this game is actually not that easy either. It's a proper arcade game though. This is obviously the arcade mode. So it's got that weird Tekken resolution going on. This game's running at 364 by 480. It's pretty weird for a PS1 game. But yeah, the controls are pretty shitty as well. It doesn't really hold up very well. So you can equip the sword by pressing circle. Unfortunately, when you get KO'd or knocked down, he unequips it again, so you've got to do it again. But I would still take this over Dissidia any day of the week. This is just a basic fighting game. You mash the square buttons and triangle. It's just a simple fighting game. But you've got like these weird arenas, like little squares. And I can't seem to hit this person at all because he won't even face them. And you just went through the damn character as well. So this has a lot of problems, but it's not exactly... There's worse games than this. But you can pretty much tell why it didn't sell very well. I don't think Square really were very happy with the sales of this game, so they kind of tried to bury it under the carpet. It's no E.T. though. We'll check out some other characters in a bit. See, this arena's kind of weird. It's got like tiers and stuff to it. But the control is weird as hell. Like you double tap up to jump back up there and stuff. So I don't even know what the controls are. I'm just mashing anything right now. Damn. Meteor rain. Of course you can do it on this map because he's... Oh, perfect. I could do it there because he was down there, so he couldn't really get to me, but on the simple arena stages, it's pretty difficult to like just stand there and charge that up. I don't think you actually face any of the Final Fantasy VII characters either. You're just facing the characters that were made for the game. This is still, it's okay though. I mean, it's worth playing if you're a Final Fantasy VII fan, but a game on its own, I wouldn't say this is very good, to be honest. The controls kind of let this game down. Like, I can't even equip the sword in time before I started getting my ass kicked and then getting knocked back, and then of course he unequips it again, so you're better off just doing these basic attacks. And even then you can barely get them in. Look, turn the hell around, fool. I got extremely lucky there. This guy's brutal. And I think the final boss is some kind of like lion creature, which I don't know why they didn't just reskin it, and then they could have stuck Red 13 in the game as well. I think they pretty much just put Zack in the game because he's exactly like Cloud. He probably has the exact same moves mostly. It's just a different skin, that's why they've put him in. It's cool that they've put him in though. I mean, at least you get to play as him. You don't get to do that in Final Fantasy VII. Shit. He actually ignored me for a little while there. I was mashing the square button and he wasn't doing anything. I don't even know, is that supposed to be the train from Final Fantasy VII when you're trying to get the materia? I'm not sure. I didn't even get knocked down that time and he unequipped the sword. I couldn't even get up there. I don't think many people bought this game for the game itself. They just wanted to play as Final Fantasy VII characters and kick some ass. To be honest though, this is a lot more satisfying than Dissidia ever was in my opinion. Dissidia, you've got to sit through a bunch of tutorials and then go through a little board game thing instead of just getting on with the fight. And that's coming from somebody who actually bought the limited edition of Dissidia as well, and then I played it and I thought, well, yeah, the best thing about that game is the remixes. Sorry, but it is. I got extremely lucky there. I think the final fight against that lion thing is the hardest fight in the game though. And I'm only playing it on normal difficulty. I haven't even edited it. I haven't changed it. I always thought this was made by Namco. I guess they published it in Europe, I'm not sure, because I always remember seeing their logo on the box. This guy's pretty easy. Although he probably kicked my ass this time. See, you can't even get your sword in time. As soon as he equips it, the damn other guy just kicks his ass, and I don't know what's up with this frame rate either. It sucks. And I don't get the whole running off to the next stage like that either. It's just stupid. He should just do his famous move and then, you know, kind of like Tekken. If this game was more like Tekken, I think a lot more people would have bought it. Wow, okay. See, this like arena style thing doesn't really work. The controls are all over the place. Like half the time he's not even facing his opponent. What the hell was that all about? He kicked my ass and I was on top of the ledge. I can't even get a hit in. Yeah, this sucks. Let's play somebody else. I don't know if you can soft reset it. Let's see if you can do that. No, you cannot. There you go. You can exit though. What the hell? Right, so I don't know, can you just... Well, you can go into practice mode, so we can just check out some moves, I guess. So let's try... Let's go through all of them, so I'll select Tifa. And we'll go up against... Who can we destroy here? Just go up against Sephiroth. I think Sephiroth's actually the best one you want to play as. Oh great, Tifa can do Hadoukens. Did she ever do a Hadouken in the game? And you can charge it up as well. This is pretty much as good as Tifa's getting. Yeah, Tifa's pretty shitty to be honest. Stage, dome, roof, airship. Is it the high wind? Let's see. Nah, it's just a random thing. I don't know if there's actually any stages from Final Fantasy VII Hong Kong now. Train. I think the train is the only one that actually somewhat resembles Final Fantasy VII, but I don't think it's supposed to. I think it's just a random train. I'm gonna change character anyways. Right, so let's try out Zack against Cloud. I think it's just gonna be the same person, but with a different skin. Yeah, it's exactly the same. Even the sword swings are exactly the same. He even has Meteor Rain. Come on, man. Couldn't they have at least given him something unique? Next character. Man, I keep pressing the wrong button. I'm so used to pressing circle after Final Fantasy VII, that's why. Sephiroth's probably the best. Vincent. I don't know how Vincent's gonna fight, because all he's got is a gun. Which you would think... Hold on, what the hell's... Why isn't the other character fighting back? Oh dear. Enemy 2P, CP. Ah, there you go. Alright. He'd probably kick my ass now though. Yeah, see, it's just like Tifa basically. He doesn't even need a gun, he can just do Hadoukens. Yeah, the AI's cheap. Let's just put it back to 2P. I'm trying to charge his move up, but he's not actually doing anything. How do you unequip the sword? Alright, hold on. Let's try and charge it up and see what happens. He also has Meteor Rain. I wasn't totally expecting Supernova, but I was expecting a little more than that. Disappointing. Next character. I'm gonna try Yuffie this time. Obviously she'll just throw her little boomerang thing. Wow. You can just constantly mash the circle button and pretty much invincible, to be honest. Let's go ahead and put the CPU back on. Let's see what he does. Oh well, he does actually dodge it pretty well, so yeah. The hell? There's also no music in this game, like, at all. Character select. Let's check out Vincent, and then I'll go and quickly check out the quest mode, but... yeah, I think this game's aged pretty badly, actually. I still think it's better than Dissidia, though. Right. Vincent's just gonna have this gun thing, but pretty boring weapon, to be honest. What the hell? He shoots in an arc. I suppose back on the PS1 this was okay. I mean, the graphics seem pretty decent, I guess, but otherwise, I don't know. I didn't know this was on the arcade though. Like, this is the arcade mode, so obviously it was, but I'm not sure. Alright, let's go back out, because there's a bunch of other things on this as well. Infinity Battle, Battle Runner, Battle Beach. What the hell's that? If it's anything like the Tekken Ball, the beach ball mode, that was quite fun. Push start. What do you do here? Is this just an assault course or something? Oh, it's one of those mini games where you just mash the X button or whatever, but with horrible frame rates. Like, seriously, I mean, come on. Yeah, that sucks. Exit to the top menu. Right, we'll try out the quest mode real quick and then that's it, because this game is actually pretty terrible. I'm sure if I sat down and actually got into it, it would be pretty fun. So this is a quest mode. It's still a fighting game though, but you level up and stuff. But I hear it's pretty hard, so... well, at least they didn't dub it. Right, I'm probably just gonna get my ass kicked straight away anyway, so there's no point listening to this nonsense. So this is one of the arenas actually. So let's go down here. It looks to me like you can't even fight. Unless it has to activate combat mode, like a certain other game. What the hell? I'm stuck. You're like in my way or something. Not seriously, I can't move. How do you switch between characters, or is that like something... is that for someone or some other person to control? I can't even move. Wow, this is as far as I can get in the quest because I can't move. What the hell just happened there? Why is he like... flickering and stuff?